Hello and welcome to StarSeries League or StarLadder League. It's James here, joined by Dan. How are you doing, Dan?
I'm good. I have tea. What do you have?
I have a grenade, I suppose.
Can't drink a grenade though.
Virtus.pro versus G2 is our first match today. That's going to be an interesting one, and we're going to go straight into the pistol actually. So it's Inferno. Super fast start here. And G2 starting on the CT side again. G2 been a bit of a pain in the backside for Virtus.pro as of late. But it's Virtus.pro getting the man advantage at the moment. Dennis holding things down towards short, but he's got 3 men coming from Arch. The flank coming in from jkaem. And he's going to get 2 frags of his own, looking for the third, running out of bullets. And he's going to get knifed by Neo, the pistol. Just down to Fox versus Neo. And there should be a read that Fox is coming in from the B site. But is he coming from Arch or is he coming from Banana?
Ooh, they're going to... Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's the best. That's the best lines. I can't talk either, Dan. We're both screwed. Wow, this is great. So since we're on Facer TV, we are going to be opening a cobblestone case for one of our subs after every map today. Good start for Virtus.pro. Again, you can hear those new sounds in the game now. Going to be a bit weird at first, but I think it's definitely an improvement. And in terms of directional sound, it seems to be a lot better. Anyway, we're going to have G2 going for the force buy here. Not going well so far.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. Start like this against Virtus.pro on the CT side. G2 need to get some damage with this force up. Fox didn't get anything, he didn't invest at all, so he's going to be able to get an AWP at the very least, but the rest of his teammates will not have much in the way of grenades to support into the first buy round, so we might see some aggression from him as with the AWP. But we'll have to wait and see. We've got the pistols in, maybe they can do some damage yet. Jacob's in with 1 kill before getting traded, so Virtus.pro still trying to work out, is it a stack, is it not a stack? Either way, they have cleared towards quad, so it looks like they're going to commit there. They haven't got... Actually, they do have quite a lot of time. Got 50 seconds left to play this one out, and another kill coming in from Rain. This is to a 3 versus 3, so G2 doing quite well, actually, to be honest.
Man advantage for Virtus.pro now. Only Dennis of the 2 remaining CTs has Kevlar. Question is, he going to try and save it? Doesn't look like it. The push is coming in. I think actually maybe posturing for exits. That's a good start for Dennis. He doesn't have a kit though, so it's going to be about damage now. Snax stuck in graveyard, but Dennis running out of bullets. Not connecting enough shots there, so he will go down as well. Just down to Fox, see if he can make a little bit of money and pick up an exit frag. Maybe steal this AK away from byali. And indeed, he might be able to do that. No, the bomb's going to take him down, but considerable damage done to Virtus.pro.
Yeah, we'll have to see whether or not G2 can actually do some more damage in this round. You can see Fox again, he's got a bit more money than the rest of his mates so that he can get that AWP in later on. In fact, interestingly, Fox actually bought a P250 and dropped it to a teammate, which is quite cool. And then bought a P250 for himself in the end, never mind. So, G2 looking to go for a normal setup, 2 players towards B and 3 towards A, although they got nobody on Arch side, but that's okay. Just, you know, they want to put more of a presence towards apartments where they get the close ranges. Makes a lot of sense. And Snax will be the kind of information gatherer, the guy with the clipboard for Virtus.pro, as he does have the MAC-10. So Snax is towards B at the moment, looking towards that bomb site, seeing if he can get the entry. He's going in first. So it looks like Virtus.pro are going to be able to completely avoid the A bomb site, or are they actually going to double back here with the bomb? Looks like they might be doubling back into the stack. Interesting. Although that said, Snax is still scouting out the B site. So it looks like they were just trying to make a play to try to see if they could catch rotation. And if that's actually quite a smart way to get some information. Trying to force a bit of rotation, then seeing, okay, is there actually a stack? If there is, we'll see the fast rotation, and then they can make the play. So actually a very smart round from Virtus.pro, and we can see the result of that. Locking out G2, outmaneuvering them almost completely.
All right, so we should see the buy round coming in from G2 again. This is a renewed, revived G2. Again, we saw these solid holds from Fox on the B bomb site. Will that continue here with Virtus.pro? You know, that was, you could say that it was a bit of a shock performance from G2, but now these teams will have had time to adjust. So I'm curious to see how Virtus.pro will approach the B bomb site. You can see, of course, Fox on the AWP there.
We should watch Fox actually, because I mean, I feel like in this round, he's going to have to do something. Like,
ooh, Dan. He's playing the spawns. At the very least, he's got a good spawn to go for a peek towards mid. and he's going to take it. So we'll see if he remains over here. Two people going over towards Banana initially for the T, so look at the aggression here. He's got a teammate covering him, but not going to go for that engagement, suggesting that he's running back. And indeed he finally was. So I'm liking the play here from Fox. And I do wonder if it's just going to be about playing spawns, or if he will continue to just rotate the AWP around so they can't be countered.
Oh, good trade in Banana there. But yeah, with Fox, I felt like that was perfect. This is what I wanted to see, and it's something that I was talking about in the previous round. They're in a situation where they don't have as many grenades as they should. So getting the aggression in, if you can, with an AWP like Fox, is pretty strong. And they found a really cool way to do it as well, with nice team play. So it's going to be Virtus.pro pushing though, so 1-for-1 situation so far. Byali's going to make it better for Virtus.pro, and looks really good now for the Pulse to get themselves onto one of these bomb sites. But looks like Dennis and Rain will be able to retake quad, but it's just Rain and Maikelele left now, one on either sides.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3 versus 1 on this site. Maikelele's going to have to do a lot of work here. That's a good start from him. Almost finding the second frag. Crossover's in the right place, but Byali's going to get the kill first. 2 versus 1. Both players heavily tagged. Rain coming in from Banana. The clutch master for the G2 side. Just starting to creep in. Neo gets caught unawares, and he's looking for the other player, and there it is. Just Rain things. The Molotov comes down. He'll go for the defuse though. He's got no kit. Otherwise, I think he would have picked up the AWP first, but I'm sure he'll go back to it. Players getting used to the sound.
That was very well done by Rain, of course. I mean, so decisive. Just, I mean, it's one of those situations where, again, like in your brain, when you're in a clutch mode, you're basically visualizing all the players in all these spots. So he's kind of primed to take that shot because it looks so fast on that angle. You can barely see the player as the nade was being thrown, I think, by Byali. Anyway, round win by G2, but they did lose everybody. The AWP was at least safe, so I have to see if they can win this round and actually manage to cement the momentum. Fox will open things up with a good defensive kill on Banana.
Yeah, he has made his presence known. There we go, going for a second engagement, but he might slow down the forces there. Got 2 players towards Arch for the G2 side at the moment, but again, the rotation's coming in more to a standard setup. In fact, they're playing the more passive positions, 1 library, 1 pit, and 1 site/graveyard, which means that they're going to lack information towards top mid. And the T's are going towards B. So again, it's going to be a very late reaction here from G2 once this push finally comes in, although they've moved it back towards top mid, but will this peak come in fast enough?
Nate's in there from the CTs on the counter, and you can see it's very effective. Jacob's going to be afforded both kills on the defense, as the rest of Virtus.pro are now going to be finding themselves up against the AWP of Fox. He is going to get out of there though, but just TaZ left alive. It's going to be hard to make this happen. He's going to go in for the engagements, but he'll get shut down. Pretty impossible situation. Good defense, good counter grenades from G2, and looks like they have stabilized and broken Virtus.pro at the same time.
Indeed, this is a good opportunity for G2 to build a bit of money. They've got to be careful about Virtus.pro maybe trying to rush the AWP down, although we saw what happened when EnVy tried to do that. So we'll see if Virtus.pro choose to do that, if they have a better time. Heading towards top mid for the time being, and you can see there's aggressive positions once again from G2 looking to shut this down early.
Big push coming in, but it's going to be largely demolished. Always good to see aggressive plays on mids when you have the CTs playing anti-eco or something similar. But either way, it's going to be an interesting situation now for Virtus.pro picking up the AKs. This time, unlike the last buy round that they had against G2's defense, they have more limited utility, and it's G2 over all the incendiaries this time. So they've got much more to work with. So will they play more passively?
Indeed, you can see the Virtus.pro economy is quite lacking there in terms of nades and so on, but they're going to get the first back regardless of playing the fast way. But Jacob's holding things down, looking for the spray down on the second player. Indeed, he will get it onto TaZ. And there's a massive flank coming in from these CTs. Virtus.pro are sandwiched. And there we go, all taken down safe for Snax to try and do what he can. A few players tagged, could do some damage here. The bomb is well out of his control though.
Oh, no way. That is huge there from Snax, and they're lining up again. He'll get another kill. That is insane damage there from Snax. Everyone from G2 lining up. Now, that's a really, really big deal. I mean, of course, they've got to eco now, but we can see the economy is being shaken from G2, and this will give Virtus.pro a quicker time back in if they're able to win the next round. But G2, I mean, they look really good. It's so cool to see how fast they were on the flank there. That was really crazy.
Yeah, they are, again, G2, what I noticed from the major was that they just want to impose their will on teams and not allow the teams to play their game, and again, it's working for them at the moment. Virtus.pro do have 3 rounds on the board though, but oh, Dennis caught out with a nade in his hands, and again, G2 starting to lose a lot of players here. Neo's got the gun, but he doesn't have the bomb just yet, and he will get taken down. So G2 surviving with 3 players this time. Maikelele just getting some frustration out there. So we'll have double AWPs now. Dennis is going to have an AWP as well. I'm wondering what kind of spawn Dennis has. We can have a quick look. He's got a reasonable spawn to peek mid as well. So we will see. Now this is something I've wanted to see as well. Dennis AWPing again. So if he's going to be like the second AWPer, then that's great. But he's going to miss a shot this time. Maybe that nade just clouding his vision somewhat.
Yeah, and it's Rain who's in a very aggressive position here. They're not going to check the bedroom. That is not a good idea. And Rain will pick up both frags. And byali has to go for damage control here. He's got to get the bomb away from Rain. They know where he is. Can Rain actually pick up another kill here? That would be phenomenal if he does. He won't. But already punishing heavily a mistake from Virtus.pro is Rain. Giving his team a chance back into this round, leaving just Fox left alive in a 1 versus 2. Pacheco's going to shut him down, but Virtus.pro did suffer 3 players dying in that round. Now, I'll have to see whether or not G2 can save themselves here. Save themselves as far as the economy goes, because Virtus.pro could really start to crush them. Now, Fox is still on the AWP, and just checking where he's going. He is going towards Banana, so looks like we could have a more passive round here from G2. And Virtus.pro will slowly make the creep up middle, where they are soon to find players here. TaZ is going to be in there. Dennis is going to go in as well. Great crossfires coming in from Dennis and Rain. No fear whatsoever. And they will completely gut 4 players. Virtus.pro are left with just 1 man, Pasha, on the AWP. And honestly, their economy cannot be in a good shape right now. Might get a moment to check in just a second. As Pasha looks for a peek. Nice flick onto Rain. But they don't have to give away too much more against Pasha. But they are slowly wanting to sandwich him in this position. And he is very wise to this. Get the next flick onto jkaem. Where's the refrag? It will be there. Fox is good for it. And we can see the money now. So Virtus.pro having just 1 around, you can see they've been reset on the economy. So 2 players with 5k, but the rest down between 1,400 and 2,000. So not a good reality for them going up against G2, who should be able to build, again, a good economy going forwards. And Fox is going towards Banana again. Now, you would expect them to be a bit more defensive in this round. But that said, they're going down middle, again applying the aggressive anti-eco strategy.
Ooh, a lot of damage done towards B, and Pasha will surely know that he's tagged a few players, but with G2 charging down mid, they're going to be hard-pressed to capitalize on that. Neo in a potential... with a potential opportunity to go for a flank here, but he's going to be picking second mid. Been spotted now, so that potential has gone. And Virtus.pro are being smoked off the map. G2 looking super strong at the moment. Virtus.pro must be wondering what they need to do to extinguish the fire that is G2 when they play them. Still early days though, 4 rounds on a board out of 10, not bad for Virtus.pro.
Indeed. The 2-man outside setup is very good for a fast rotation towards B, but it does leave A very exposed for a plant, so it can be a little bit risky. But Virtus.pro are going to be finding themselves back towards B at the moment. And you can see G2 are very afraid at the moment because so many players are really low on HP. They're very susceptible to dying to these pistols, and 2 of them, as we can see, are on the B bomb site. Now, will Virtus.pro find something here with this slow creep?
jkaem is, of course, holding things down towards the B bomb site as per usual. With only 1 HP, getting 2 frags there, and TaZ is timed out. That is definitely a timeout right there. I know those movements. Someone just running sideways like that. So hopefully it's not too big of an issue, but that's very good for G2 as all their players will indeed survive the round. we're going to see a pause coming in. Indeed, there it is. So TaZ just has a bit of an issue to solve there. 7-4. Rain and jkaem fighting for the top frags on their team. So yeah, Fox missing a few shots there, but you know, LAN is always where you would hope to have your best performances.
Okay, so we'll have to see if this can get resolved. Hopefully more quickly than, well, we want it to be resolved quickly.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be resolved.
Yeah. So far, I mean, we're seeing from G2 some of the stuff that we saw from LAN. Of course, at LAN, they're all just going Super Saiyan mode, and we saw, I think we saw what is almost right at the top of the skill ceiling from all the players of G2 and together as a team as well. So that was really impressive at LAN. Here we're seeing some semblance of that, but you can definitely tell, I think, that they don't have that LAN kind of oomph to the game. But we're still seeing the same kind of plays, which is quite cool. Because one of the things that was very good at LAN is how good their team play and coordination was together, and just having like a very good intuition of what my man, what my men are doing basically around me, and that's so far working out for them because it enables you to be aggressive properly. Because if you don't actually, if you actually have that level of coordination that they were showing at the major, you can get really aggressive and make it work. Otherwise, against a team like Virtus.pro, you're just going to get eaten up if you don't have good coordination. They'll just crush you.
Well, we're waiting for TaZ's issues to be resolved. We don't know what the ETA is on that, so we're going to go to a break while that is being solved. So bear with us. We'll be back soon with the remainder of map 1 and then the rest of the match.
Bomb has been planted.
Hello and welcome back to the match. So we are into the match again with no warning. Sorry about that. We lost a few players here, but the advantage is definitely with G2. And Pasha and Neo only have two. They're the only guys left for their team basically. They have the bomb in their control. They've only got 45 seconds left to play with. See if they can do any damage.
So Pasha's going to get a peek there from Boiler, and Dennis finds the timing to wreck him. So chances are pretty much gone with the death of Pasha, and G2 on 8 rounds. And this is interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the next round's actually Train. I think that's right. And that is, of course, like a really strong G2 map. So there is potential if they have a knockout Inferno for them to just close this 1 and 2. That is very possible. Either way, we'll have to see whether or not Virtus.pro can bounce back here. They've got a few pistols. We've got G2 playing for the trace here. 3-man aggression on the banana area, and the flank coming in from middle as well. So you can say goodbye to this push Virtus.pro. Flank not even necessary. And 9-4 will be the score. Are they going to get the 11-4?
Yeah, this is good momentum going into the second half as well if they can continue these round wins in the last 2 rounds of the first half. TaZ, oh, he's just reconnected. So, well, actually no, he's only got 1 kill, 11 deaths. So he's not having a great time. 3 people over towards the A sites at the start here for G2. 5 mollies on the team, which is always good to see. Virtus.pro were the pioneers of the Molotovs, starting on Inferno, you might say. You started using them a lot more efficiently than most teams did. Still quite a few teams to follow in their footsteps, you might say, especially in North America.
So GT playing the 2-man arch side setup again. Again, the risk of that is that it makes you vulnerable to the A execute, because you can isolate the arch players with a smoke quite easily and get the bomb down almost for free most of the time. But you do get fast rotation to B. Now they've actually decided to move a little bit here. They got the player on the bomb site as well, so fast adjustment from G2 will strengthen the A defense as they back the 2 players towards the quad side to stop a quick plant. However, Virtus.pro is still no closer to really deciding what they're going to go for just yet. They're looking to take control here of middle. Rain's going to find 2 players, so a 3-for-1 trade is not going to be fun for Virtus.pro. They're even going to lose Pasha as he goes for a pick attempt towards Banana. So this is looking like lights out for Virtus.pro. Snax does not realize it, but he has passed Dennis.
And Dennis certainly does. Maikelele will hear the call and take Snax down. So again, G2 surviving with many players. So that rebuy will be without compromise. Whereas on Virtus.pro side, there'll be many compromises to be had on their final purchase of the last round of the first half. They have a smoke and a flashbang and some toys, basically, in the inventory. Other than that, 5 AKs at least. So we'll see if they can get the picks and capitalize on them.
Absolutely. It's so far looking pretty amazing for G2, showing why they love to play Inferno so much. Dennis will get a quick pick on to Biali, so that's 1 AK out of play as Fox goes for an aggression towards Banana as well. And this is going to be really good control for G2 to understand what's happening. And if they try to challenge that angle, Fox has enough space to take a shot. He'll likely connect it, then he can fall back. So Virtus.pro, I mean, they are in a really hard spot when it comes to even just gaining map control. What do? They don't even have nades. This is really hard for Virtus.pro.
Indeed it is. They literally just need to play for the picks. Need to get those wide peaks in, shoot the head first, but when you're up against Rain on short, does not give you many opportunities to succeed. Coming in with a crossfire now, TaZ gets what might be a consolation frag at this point. 2 versus 4, and G2 is still deep into Banana. Fox getting taken down though, maybe a little bit too greedy. Rang with a knife out, almost gets a kill regardless. Jacob heavily tagged, the nade's coming in, and he's going to shoot TaZ straight in the face. So G2 looking super solid on the CT half of Inferno.
Absolutely. All they need to do is just win the pistol round, and it's pretty much lights out for their Polish opposition on map 1 at the very least. And as I said, going into train, G2 are going to be feeling amazing. They are so good on train. If they get to start T side, I really fear for Virtus.pro. But either way, we'll have the second half kicking off momentarily. I'm curious if G2 have anything special for their T side. Now we'll get to see that very soon. Again, Virtus.pro, they're also in this position where they could opt to try to do something special here as well to raise their game, raise their chances. I do wonder how much Virtus.pro know about G2, because that is part of the reason that G2 have been doing quite well lately, is that they have been surprising people, and their aggression has definitely been catching teams off guard. So it looks pretty standard here. Pacheco is looking for the opening pick, and he's going to get taken down by Fox. It is pretty worth it to try to get a quick pick with the USP, because your range advantage is going to give you an edge on the aim duels in that situation. But it's not going to work for Virtus.pro this time.
So slowly does it. There's one lurker towards the A site in Joakim, and he's looking to go for a wrap, but he's going to get taken down by Snax. That might be a read for Virtus.pro. We've only got 1 player left on the B bomb site here. We've got a flashbang coming down. Snax getting taken down in CT as well. It's going to be really important. Neo goes down to Dennis, and that's the B bomb site taken by G2. TaZ and byali to try and bring it back, but it's not working out. byali's the only one that remains. Got a double peek coming in. So many headshots from the G2 side. 12-4 now, and Virtus.pro have lost a crucial round.
Yeah, absolutely crucial indeed. What are they going to do from here? They've got to force buy, to be honest. I mean, when you're this many rounds behind, you don't want to just double save. You'd rather give yourselves an opportunity, even if it's like 20-30%, to win a round now and reset G2 and actually have some rounds to play with, as opposed to put everything on basically one round, which is what you do if you go full eco. So they decided to go a little bit halfway, and they have invested in some pistols in this round, but no Kevlars apart from Pasha, and a couple of Deagles and a P250. So this is, I guess you could say this is going to be a pitiful situation for Virtus.pro.
Playing within the edges of their existence. Once this round has finished, should it go the way of the TaZ, which one can expect it will. TaZ looking for the pot shots there, but he will be the receiver rather than the giver there. So it's just down to Snax now. No guns to pick up for the Virtus.pro side, and he will fall as expected. So G2 3 rounds away from victory, and the money still sucks for Virtus.pro at the moment. So are they going to eco and then just play? I mean, they can entirely get the momentum going to bring this back once they go for a full buy next round. Problem is, it's going to be very, very hard.
Okay, so the pistols are out again. Can Virtus.pro get something done with these? Or G2 keep applying strong anti-eco style strategies? jkaem, man, at the major, he was amazing with the P90. He got so many 3/4-man spray downs with it. He'll only get one person this time around, and the P90 will fall into the hands of TaZ, who's actually the only guy who's got Kevlar for the team as well, and he's going to find a follow-up kill. But meanwhile, his teammates, or rather G2, are going to be getting themselves onto the B-bomb side, so looking quite good for them. That said, bit of a body block there is going to cause a little bit of awkward issues the way of G2, and they're going to try to regroup before going for another assault.
Yeah, it's a good thing that G2 traded for that P90, because that's going to be super dangerous, especially in this kind of situation. But it's down at mid at the moment. We can see Virtus.pro creeping towards Arch at present, while G2 make their way towards B. We'll see if they're fast enough to get on the site. The flank starting to come in. Snax has picked up an AK, so we'll see if NEO can make it to that P90. Indeed, he will. Snax starting to creep now, and G2 may not have somebody watching their back in time by the time that Snax gets there. NEO, though, is far away, as they haven't necessarily detected which site it's going to be, but there it is. He will go for the rotation. See if Snax can get anything done here. Looking for somebody to shoot. There he goes. He's spotted now, and down goes Maikelele. Trying to get 1v1s now, and it's a bit difficult for G2 because one of their players is heavily tagged and they're both in the same spot. Picking one by one, Rain will come out with the MP7 to take down Snax, and now NEO is going to just hold an angle. As he couldn't get there in time, so far away, literally on the other side, the opposite end of the map entirely.
Should be able to get some cleanup kills though. There's number one, almost the second as well, but I think Virtus.pro will be really happy with what they did there with the investment, because sure, they have put themselves in this spot where if they lose this round, basically it's GG. However, they have done quite a lot of economic damage in the previous 2 rounds. And when you're going kind of halfway, buying pistols in both the second and third round like they did, you're kind of saying, we're not going to win the rounds, we accept that, but we just want to be able to get at least 2 to 3 kills each time, so when we do have our buy, we have a little bit more in the way of nades and a better chance with the buy, but also we've kind of suppressed your economy a bit, so we'll have more chance to force you to eco sooner rather than later. So that's actually what can happen right now. They set themselves up, they just have to win this round. Easier said than done though.
Indeed, that's a good start, but byali's going to go down very soon after Snax gets that early advantage for the CT side. So it's 2 per site, and they're rotating Snax away from B towards the A site now. Just leaving NEO alone, as he often is on the B bomb site. Bomb still in a passive position, while the TaZ are moving deep up into the A site. Actually, you can see Snax holding an angle, but is he going to be able to make anything of it? No. So now we've got a potential wrap for B, or a push towards A. G2 have the world at their feet, as they're going to stop that play onto short. That might make it really hard to read what's going on here. Now G2 needs to go and get the bomb from the bottom of Banana, which might be tricky if Virtus.pro start moving in that direction.
TaZ just footing down the middle. He's going to find himself at the mercy of Rain. And this is looking like a very fast one actually. 15-4 already. And Virtus.pro. The buy is a little bit awful, of course. It's the jumble store buy. Jumble sale buy, there we go. The jumble sale buy. The AWP is out on Maikelele as well on this T side of G2, and we're going to see G2 making their way up second mid with most of their players here. Rain is alone towards Banana. He's going to get a nice little frag with the wallbang before getting victimized by the flames, but in comes Dennis for the refrag. So it's not looking too horrendous for Virtus.pro. 3 versus 2 for them.
Indeed, the bomb is down towards second mid. Pacha's still with the Mag 7. Byali gets taken down, so the numbers thinning for both teams now. 2 versus 2. TaZ still with just a 5-7. Then it's just checking the angles there. Hasn't picked up an AK now, but he hasn't got enough to work with. 16-4. Pretty monster game for G2 there. Very early advantage for them, and again they're going to go into the next map with a lot of momentum. It's a map that Virtus.pro have been strong on, but it's always been a map where it's been tricky to play against G2. But again, those were times where we saw them in the Faceit League, for example, where they're just rotating ops between 3 players. But now we're seeing a more solid G2, although they do say that there's a big red button they can press and just randomize everything. Who knows if that's how effective that will be, or if it's even true or not.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to Train, actually. Should be pretty fun with the aggression that G2 love, and how strong Virtus.pro are typically on Train. So I think it's going to be a really nice map. But yeah.
We need to draw a cobblestone case for one of our subscribers. Producer Reese will need to make an announcement.
The winner is the Prodigy X19.
Okay, the Prodigy X19. Let's have a look at what you have won. Is it going to be Dual Bretta's Briar? Is it going to be a P90 Storm? Is it going to be a Scar 20? I don't even know what it's called. Or
something or other, I don't know. Probably the Dual Bretters again. I'm going for the Dual Bretters.
Is it going to be a Silence Them 4 Knights?
The Julies.
Bear in mind, once this case is open, there is a 7-day cooldown before we can send you your prize, or your tat, as we say in the UK. Release the hounds. I've never got a CZ75 chalice from here. Oh, it's the Indigo Mac 10. Look at that. That is beautiful. Well, there'll be at least one more to open after the next map.
Whose signature is that?
JDM64.
Oh, there we go.
Indeed. CLG and an RV sticker. So congratulations to you, sir or madam. Now we'll go to the break while the second map is set up, and we will be back with map 2, which will be Train. See you in a few minutes.